There is a controversy that former Vice President of India, Hamid Ansari, has found himself in. There are allegations that he was hobnobbing with a senior journalist in Pakistan, goes by the name of Nusrat Mirza, who's been accused of spying activities by the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party. So what is this controversy really about? Who exactly is Nusrat Mirza? What really is his connection with Pakistan's ISI? To talk about all that, joining me is Nusrat Mirza. Thank you so much for your time. You are a senior journalist in Pakistan, but the allegation against you, especially from the ruling BJP, is that you've been indulging in spying activities, Mr. Mirza, especially when the Congress was in power between 2009 and 2010. What do you have to say as far as these allegations are concerned?
Well, Neha, I would say this is completely wrong. And I'm a very serious journalist. There's nobody in fact being a journalist, and either even the chief of army staff respects me, and there is completely wrong that if you say, because as a senior journalist we have to maintain our respect. I'm not writing the column since 25 years. So there is no such thing that can be said that I'm a ISI agent. I'm not an ISI agent. You know, I have remained 2 times at the level of the minister, provincial minister 1 time, and then second time I have remained as the advisor to the Ministry of Information of Pakistan. So this is not correct. Completely wrong. Completely wrong. I have no connection with Hamid Ansari except that we attended this seminar on Obrai, and that was also a very and you can say it is just an incident. And they invited me. Because I was there, they said, okay, can you come and speak? Because I was one of the very senior journalists. Nawab Waqt is a very, of course, Delhi Nawab Waqt is a hard nailer. And I was then, I had remained the minister, and so they invited me, simple as that. And Hamid Ansari was, if you see yesterday, the ZTV people has asked me, the anchor is a very foolish girl. And there just the man was there of the BJP who was crossing me as if I'm standing in the court of some justice, and he was crossing like an advocate. I'm advocate also of the High Court. So
you know, Mr. Mirza, what I want to ask you is that you, by your own admission, have said that Pakistan's ISI has asked you questions about India.
The mission is a wrong word. The wrong word. I was visiting India, not any mission. The mission, when you use the word mission, then you are leading somewhere else. I was not on any mission.
No, I did not use the word mission. Mr. Mirza, what I asked you was that you, by your own admission.
I'm a lawyer. I know what is the meaning of mission.
No, I did not use the word mission. I said by your own admission. By your own admission. You have said, yes, by your own admission, you have said that the ISI asked you questions about India.
No.
Haven't you said that in the YouTube video that you put out?
Please listen to me. If I had any connection, if you are an honest journalist, if I had a connection, why should I go to the foreign minister of Pakistan and give him some paper that I received in 2005. We are talking of 2005. In 2009, which you are talking about the Obrai Hotel, Mr. Khurshid Kusuri was not the foreign minister at that time. His foreign ministership was ended in 2008 when he was defeated in the election. So this, if you are talking of this vice president, there was no question of meeting with the Khurshid Kusuri and giving some paper to him. The paper which I'm in question is that the ex-AGB agents of 40 member delegations that came to the center of research rural industrial development in Chandigarh, they have blamed Pakistan that the Pakistan is responsible for the breakage of the USSR, and they said that they wanted to. There was a project that Fargana Valley, from where the Babar came to India, there was a project that from the Fargana Valley they will attack to Russia again with the help of USA. That was the document distributed among all the participants of that, and I brought that document, and I was surprised because we were not knowing that we had such kind of project in Pakistan. We denied openly in that meeting. If you see the proceeding of that meeting, and that is a compiled book. You can ask the 2005 seminar from the CRRID. You can ask them. There is my speech also, and the speech of that woman lady of the KGB, ex-KGB. She said that there was some doubt. That was very interesting for us. So I thought that, is that correct? I spoke to the foreign minister. Had I, you can imagine, had I any connection with the ISI, I should have gone to ISI instead of going to the foreign minister. You can understand that it is very simple, and it is no.
So you have no connection with the ISI. You've not been questioned by the ISI. You've not spoken to them.
They just asked me, sir, is there any more document you have? And I said, this is the one which I have received. I have given to the foreign minister. But they've
not asked you questions about India. You visited so many cities in India. They didn't ask you any questions.
Not a single line about India. Believe me.
So what are these claims that are being made?
This is completely wrong. I'm, as a young lady, as a good journalist, I'm saying to you because I don't need to say that in that word, but just to satisfy you, believe me, not a single word of India about the document which I gave. This was all about USSR, and we were, because you people could go to USSR, we were forbidden to go to USSR. And up till now, I have not visited USSR.
So what is this conversation that even journalists in Pakistan are having? In fact, some of them have actually gone on to say that Nusrat Mirza's claim about him talking to the ISI about India is exaggerated. The ISI at the end of the day is not even this competent as what many journalists...
Please, believe me, they respect me too much. If you see my program, my program is from Friday to Sunday at 10 p.m. our time. You can watch how I am bashing the ISI, how I am bashing I'm telling the truth. My program name is Such Baat, and it's Such Talk, true talk. So I am talking truth. There also. Such thing is nobody can in Pakistan imagine to do, because I'm a very senior man. Says nobody touch me, nobody ask me, because they say that he's a responsible man. Whatever he says by his own, and we don't. Anyhow, sometimes they say, when I say a very hard word, they say, please be polite to us, and something like that.
You know, Mr. Mirza, I want to ask this to you once again, because I really want this on the record, and I want you to be extremely categorical.
And what else you want, Neha? I'm taking. I have said on God. I said what the word. I'm no necessary 80 years old man to say, but just to satisfy you, this is completely a fabrication.
Okay. So Pakistan ISI, any official from the ISI have not spoken to you anything about India after your return from India? Nothing that you shared, even by way of gossip, impressions, anything that you picked up? Okay. Mr. Mirza, this was your claim that you were in India. In fact, this is a YouTube video that everybody is talking about, in which you've spoken about the fact that you met with the ISI, isn't it?
No, I didn't meet at ISI. I didn't meet at ISI. In that video also, I said I never met the ISI. I met the foreign minister. Foreign minister was my friend at that time.
Okay.
That's the point. It was very clear. I'm telling you, now you must, at least an honest girl should believe it, that a senior man is saying, just like I have no compulsion to say. I could have not given the interview even, but because somebody said, please Okay, please, so please then, as a journalist, I say, okay, no problem.
Okay, so you had no association with Hamid Ansari is what you're saying, because the former
Never.
Vice President also says the same.
Never. Except shaking hand is nothing else. If the shaking hand is a meeting, because generally sometimes when they consider, now I made the Manmohan Singh also. If this is the way, this man does not even ask, how are you, sir? Even this word he didn't say at that time. But Manmohan Singh, when he met in Chandigarh, he said that word, how are you, sir? How are you? How are you? How are you? To everybody who was the speaker.
Okay, so these were just basic normal courtesies that were exchanged, is what you're saying, when you met with the then Prime Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh.
In public, in everybody was eyes. There
Okay.
were 16 ambassador or high commissioner was sitting. Even my high commissioner was sitting there. My speech was so good that I praised the Vajpayee so much that he was very good man. He came to Pakistan, and I was one of the half minister as a prime minister's advisor. I was there to receive him at the Vaga airport, Vaga at the Vaga when he came by bus. So I was one of those men who received him. So everybody clapped me because the speech was so good. You take the speech from this from Yahya or somebody who organized this. You can see how my speech was to create the harmony between India and Pakistan.
And how many times did you visit India?
I have told you many times. I told you I visited only 5 times. One invited by BRID, then invited by the Zafrul Islam, then this meeting with this 70th October 2009, and then I visited because that is my birthplace. Delhi is my birthplace, and I want to see. In fact, I wanted to write a book because in politics I was excluded from the politics. Somehow or the other, my people have rejected me, so I thought it is better to write a book on India. Then when I met the people, many people, I found the love with, too much. I say, if I write the book, there must be controversy. I should not write the book. So that is why I did not write the book. Now I will write the book.
Your colleagues in Pakistan also talking about it, that you visited India on the invitation of Hamid Ansari. Firstly.
No.
Second.
Again, please. I'm saying, please,
yes.
This is completely wrong, beta. This is completely wrong.
Okay.
Completely wrong. I didn't meet any with Hamid Ansari privately or even in the public. As meeting means talking. I have never talked with Mr. Ansari. When a meeting is very strong word. I didn't talk to Mr. Ansari except shaking hands. And then journalists take it as a pride. Manmohan Singh was very kind, and when we met he also asked me, how are you, sir? But then he was asking, how are you, sir, to everybody.
Okay.
So he asked me too. He didn't ask me anything. He did not invite me. Believe me, he did it. Yahya invited me on phone.
I'm going to thank you, Nusrat Mirza. Thank you for joining us.